Hey everyone! Today's video is a style that I like to call designer swaps. I have a whole lineup of designer pieces that I am going to be sharing with you, and then we are going to be swapping them with a more affordable option. So let's go ahead and get into it. I do have my computer here on my lap. It just helps me as I am chatting with you about these different pieces. I can refer to what is on the screen for you. It's also on the screen for me, and it just makes things a little bit easier as we are going along in the video. Most of the pieces that I'm going to be sharing today are in the realm of creating that cottage style look in your home. Now, I use that term very loosely. There are certain elements of cottage style that I absolutely love, and then there are a couple of things that I kind of tend to steer away from because I don't like a ton of clutter in my home. However, I do love the warm, inviting feeling that cottage style has, and I also really love the lived-in, cozy feeling that bringing in those older, more vintage style pieces can bring to your spaces. The first designer piece that we are going to take a look at is from Mackenzie Childs, and I do love a few of her pieces. Some of them tend to be a little bit funky for me, but I love some of the floral pieces that she has on her website. So the first one that we're taking a look at is the white floral market everyday bowl, and I am so looking forward to spring this year because I can't wait to bring in all of the different floral patterns into my home. I absolutely love florals. I think that they are so charming and can add so much character to your spaces. Now, this bowl that I am sharing is actually on sale right now. So one bowl is $30. I believe the dimensions are 6 inches in diameter. This bowl was originally $55 and on sale still $30 for just one bowl. So if you wanted to purchase, say, 4 of these bowls, it's well over $100. The print is absolutely beautiful. I love the colors and the kind of vintage look that the pattern has. Now, let's go ahead and swap this designer piece for one that you can actually find at Hobby Lobby. Our look for less, like I said, is over at Hobby Lobby. I found these really beautiful floral printed bowls. They are priced at $6 a bowl with no discount at all. They have a very delicate floral pattern, a little bit lighter in color than the Mackenzie Childs bowl, but I will say that they give a very similar look and feel, and of course they are much more affordable at just $6 a bowl. Now, this pattern at Hobby Lobby also comes in a floral plate that has the gold rim around it, and I believe I saw that the plates came in a 2-pack, so there were 2 different floral patterns in the 2-pack, and the plates separately were priced at $6.49. And then I also saw that they had a bigger, almost like a platter plate. It was more of an oval shape. Also a very beautiful option to just add a few of these here and there in your kitchen for the springtime for a punch of pattern and color. Don't forget that the thrift store is also a really great place to find floral pattern dishes. I was there just last week and I picked up 2 different sets of dishes that have some beautiful florals on them. So check out your local thrift stores as well. You might be able to find an even better deal than the ones at Hobby Lobby. Next, I have some vintage style pots that I want to chat with you about. So our first stop is going to be over at McGee & Co. That is going to be where our designer piece is coming from. And this pot is priced at $72. It is absolutely beautiful, of course, when you look at it. I love the coloring of this. It says that it is hand painted with a whitewash paint, and it is made from terracotta clay. So the dimensions of this pot, the overall diameter is 8.5 and the height is about 10 inches. Again, this pot could add so much character and texture to your space. The neutral color is so pretty. I tend to gravitate more towards those lighter colors in my home just because I think that they create this really fresh and airy feeling. The McGee & Co. pot is very pretty, but $72 is a bit of a stretch for me to spend on a pot. So for our designer swap, we are going to head over to TJ Maxx online, where I found this 3 hands terracotta planter. It is priced at $13, which is much more affordable. Now the dimensions on this one are slightly smaller. It's a little bit smaller of a diameter, 6 1/4, and then it's also a little bit shorter. It's 7 1/4 inches high. So again, a little bit smaller, but still very comparable to the McGee & Co. pot. You're getting the same look for a fraction of the price. It has the same vintage, very aged look to it, and it's also a very similar color that I think would be beautiful in your space. Next, I have a couple basket planners that I wanted to share with you. So our designer piece is again coming from McGee & Co. I saw these 2 basket planters. They have a large size that is priced at $96, and then it also comes in a small size that is priced at $74. The small basket is about 13.75 in diameter and about 15.5 inches high, and then the large one is almost 20 inches in diameter and about 18.75 inches high. So pretty good sizes there, but the prices on them are very expensive. It says that it is a rattan material and it has a light wash color. So for our designer swap, we are actually going to head over to IKEA. So like I said, this designer swap is from IKEA, and I am not going to try and pronounce the names of the items from IKEA, but I will link everything for you in the description, and you should be able to just click those links and the items will come right up for you. But this basket planter is priced at $24.99 and a much more affordable price than the McGee & Co. one. Has a very, very similar color. The dimensions are also very similar to the McGee & Co. basket. I just really like this piece a lot, and I actually own the flower box style planter. I shared it in a video, I think it was 2 videos ago now. I have it styled on my coffee table with some baby's breath in it. It is a lovely piece to have in your decor, very versatile. So I highly recommend that piece. And this piece currently, the planter pot, is out of stock, but what is really nice about IKEA is on their website you can see when they expect it to be back in stock, and you can also shop online for a good bit of their items, so I would definitely check this one out. For our next designer piece, we are again stopping at McGee & Co. and we are taking a look at their Downing pillow cover. And again, this is pillow cover only, so it is priced at $84. The dimensions are 16 by 20. It is a lovely pillow. I like the muted kind of blue-green block pattern that this pillow has, but $84 is more than I would be willing to spend on a pillow cover. So for our designer swap, we are again headed over to TJ Maxx online. I really love being able to share some of the pieces from TJ Maxx and Marshalls that are online, because it makes it really easy for you guys to be able to find those pieces as opposed to having to head out to the stores to hunt for them. So being able to find them online makes shopping a little bit easier. But we are taking a look at this block print pillow. It is bigger than the McGee & Co. one. It is 22 by 22, a little bit of a different pattern, but still in the same realm of patterns, block patterns. This one is a bluish color pattern with a light background. I just think this this pillow is very charming, and it would be a great addition for the springtime, but really you could incorporate it into your spaces all year long with the subtle pattern that it has, and I think that it would be a very nice addition. I have just one more set of pillow covers that I want to share with you. For our designer look, we are headed to McGee & Co. again. We are taking a look at the Fair Park pillow cover, which is priced at $104. So $104, friends, just for the pillow cover. It is a 20 by 20 pillow cover in a plaid pattern. I love the color of this pillow cover. However, it is just a really pretty mix of neutrals, and I am a sucker for a ruffle. I just think that they are so sweet and add just that really pretty element to your space. So this one really caught my eye. However, I can't justify spending $100 on just a pillow cover all by itself. So for our designer swap, we are headed over to Amazon, and I actually have these pillow covers that I am sharing with you. They are a 2-pack 20 by 20 size for $25.99. I use these pillow covers all of the time. They were actually just featured in a recent video that I put out. I had them on my living room couch. I am constantly pulling for them. They are some of my favorites. Really soft, nice fabric that just gets even softer after you wash it. Quality zipper in the back. I know sometimes with Amazon pillow covers, I am not always pleased with the zippers. They're not the best quality, but these ones do have a really nice zipper in them. And then I actually just picked these pillow covers up, which are very similar to the ones that I have, but the gingham is just a little bit smaller of a pattern, and the color is a little bit more beige than it is brown. So again, a really nice option. These are the same size, 20 by 20, and they are priced at $25.99. So you can find some really great options on Amazon to get a very similar look to the one on McGee & Co. One of the places that I absolutely love to draw inspiration from is Antique Farmhouse. They have so many beautiful pieces there, and I actually like to just get on their website and look at all of the different collections that they put together just to gain some ideas to style my spaces in my home. I find that their pieces tend to be a little bit more expensive. Every now and again, I will find pieces that I think are priced, I don't want to say fairly, but are priced a little bit more reasonable. But I did want to take a look at this glass cloche. I absolutely love styling with glass cloches, but I have found that they can be very expensive. Even some of the ones that I have looked at on Amazon or other places when I'm like out antiquing, they're still priced very high. And the designer piece is actually coming from Antique Farmhouse, and it is priced at $124 for this 16-inch glass cloche. And while it looks so pretty on the website styled like this, I just can't justify spending that much money on a glass cloche. So I did do some digging around on Amazon, so for our designer swap, we are headed over to Amazon to take a look at some of their glass cloches. I will say, as I was looking around on Amazon at all the different glass cloches, that it is very difficult to find a cloche that is similar in size to the one at Antique Farmhouse, which is 16 inches in height. The bigger the cloches get on Amazon, of course, the more expensive they get. So what I was thinking was that you could style 2 smaller cloches and get a similar impactful look that you would get if you were to style a very large one like the one at Antique Farmhouse. So what I found was a 10-inch glass cloche from Amazon priced at $32. And then I also found another one that I believe is 7.5 inches in height, 7 inches in height. And that one was priced at $17.95. So again, you could get two of them, style them together, and get a very similar impactful look that you might get if you were to style the very large one that we saw at Antique Farmhouse. Of course, don't forget to check out your thrift stores for glass pieces that are similar to glass cloches. I don't often see the glass cloches, at least not very large ones. Every now and again, I do see some small ones there, but I did come across this hurricane vase when I was out thrifting earlier this week. I think I paid $3.49 for this, and it gives a very similar look to a glass cloche. Of course, the top portion of it is not closed in like it would be on the cloche, but you're getting a very similar look for a fraction of the price, so be sure to check out your thrift stores as well. In the area of stems, one of the pieces that I am constantly pulling out and using again over and over and over again across many different seasons are my eucalyptus stems. And our designer piece is coming from A Floral. I found these faux silver dollar eucalyptus branches. They are now 39 inches, so they are a larger stem. However, they are priced at $38 a stem, which is just a little crazy to me when you would need a bunch of stems to fill a vase or to create an arrangement. That would get to be so incredibly pricey trying to source them from A Floral. So for our designer swap, we are headed over to Etsy, to one of my absolute favorite Etsy shops where I like to just source some of my faux stems and florals, and that is House Floral. I have talked about these eucalyptus stems a bunch of times on my channel. I use them time and time and time again. I used them just recently in a video in my living room refresh. I have them styled up on my fireplace mantle. I use them in my garland at Christmas time. They just have been a piece that has been very helpful to have in my decor. So these are priced at $7.75, so fraction of the price compared to the ones that were priced at $38 at A Floral. Now these ones are a little bit shorter. They are 24 inches, but I find them to be a little bit easier to work with at that height. So they're pretty bendable. So if you needed to make them a little bit shorter for an arrangement, you could do that. And then of course, if you needed the height for a vase, you could also use them at their regular length. They are some of the most realistic looking eucalyptus stems that I have found. They have this really pretty, like, soft touch to the leaves. The coloring is spot on, so I highly, highly recommend these stems. And of course, I love dealing with this Etsy shop. They are always so nice and just very, very accommodating. So highly recommend the shop and highly recommend these stems as opposed to the A Floral ones. All right, y'all, that about wraps up this designer swaps video. I really hope that you enjoyed spending some time with me and chatting about some of those beautiful designer pieces and then swapping them out for some more affordable options. I am looking forward to sharing more home inspiration with all of you soon. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all next week.